This is how we connect her to her TPN and lipids, and how to disconnect her when the cycle is complete. Before I show how to do this, here's an overview of the hardware you're working with. This is the catheter, which is the end of the central line that is in her chest. This is the blue cap that protects anything from getting in the catheter, as it's a one-way. This cap always has to be on. You should never have an exposed catheter unless you are changing this blue cap out. This is the green cap. It is an extra level of protection as it covers the blue cap when it's not being used, and it has alcohol in it to keep it clean. As long as the green cap has been on for more than 5 minutes, the cap can be considered clean and sterile. And because you will be working with the blue cap, I feel the need to mention how vital it is to scrub that cap for 15 seconds and let it dry for 15 seconds. As the alcohol dries, that is what kills the germs, so being adamant about not taking a shortcut on this step is very important. First, we'll start with connecting to begin the cycle. Begin with washing or sanitizing your hands. The supplies you'll need in this order are 1 saline flush from her second drawer, 1 alcohol pad from her first drawer, and her prepared TPN lipids line. To prep, remove the flush from the packaging. There is an inner seal on this flush that needs to be broken. In order to do that, push it in until you hear the pop, and then loosen the cap, but do not remove it. For easy access, open the top of the alcohol pad. Turn both pumps on. You want to check once more that the pumps are connected to the correct bags. Lastly, hit the TPN bag a few times to get those champagne bubbles to rise to the top. It should eliminate the air and line errors. Remove the loosened cap from the saline flush and push the air out. Then you want to remove the green cap that had alcohol in it and immediately put the flush, connect the flush to the line by pushing in and turning to the right. Then you want to unclamp and just start pushing the flush in. Then when you are done, you will clamp and remove and throw away. Scrub the cap for 15 seconds. As it dries, I wrap the alcohol pad around the blue cap just to give an extra layer of protection in case her hands get too close. While the cap dries for 15 seconds, get the prepared TPN and lipids line. We have it covered with an alcohol pad just for an extra level of protection so you can remove it. Untwist that light blue cap, and without letting either end touch anything except each other, connect them together in the same way by pushing in and twisting to the right. Then you want to unclamp. Next, go to her closet and cut 1/2 of a square of parafilm. Peel the paper backing and you can begin to wrap the connection. It will pull a little bit, but it won't break, and it creates a nice seal around her connection in case there's any leaks or anything overnight. Take the diaper pin that is already in the G-tube connector cover, slide it through the ostomy belt, and then slide the tape flag from the TPN line and connect it all together. So now everything is secured at the pin and nothing will pull at the sites. When her cycle is complete, this is how to disconnect. The supplies you'll need in this order are alcohol pad, saline flush, pad, and heparin flush, which is in her first drawer. You will want to prepare these items before you get started, so you will open the tops to the alcohol pads, and you will remove the flushes from their packaging, loosen each cap, and pop the inner seal. Begin with washing or sanitizing your hands. First, you want to clamp and then untwist the line from the blue cap. Take the first alcohol pad and scrub for 15 seconds. While the blue cap dries for 15 seconds, you want to remove the loosened cap from the saline flush and push the air out of the top. Then you will attach the saline to the cap, unclamp, and push it through. Then when you're done, you will clamp again and throw away the saline flush. Then you'll clean the cap again and let dry for 15 seconds. And then we'll move on to heparin. You'll remove the loosened cap, push the 1 ml of air out of the top, connect it to the cap just as you did before, and this time we're only going to put in 3 mils. So it's at 5 right now, so you'll just push until you get to 2. Then you will clamp, remove the flush, and throw the rest away. Peel a green cap from the strip, twist it on the end of her cap to keep it clean, and just make sure that clamp is shut to lock in the heparin. When the line is not in use, I secure it in the grip lock on her dressing. Just make sure the section where the thinner goes to the thicker part of the catheter is not bent.